Alright. Before I get in this, let's look at my team. Definitely need to upgrade Runye. Still say my defense is good. I'd like to have another corner, but for the most part, they're alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the season. New season. Let's see how it goes. Furthest I made it in the season so far is to the divisional round. Let's see if we can get past that and get to the Super Bowl this year. Let's not get a person with a beastly team week 1.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Rocking the same uniforms for the longest. It's probably partial reason why I lose so much.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
What are you going to come out in, sir? iPhone case. We are going to go double gaps because I feel like he's running.
Shut! What's he running? What's he running? We got to get the ball. We can get the ball right here. Let's go.
Go ahead, flip it. I know you're going to flip it.
The first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hey,
big chunk
stop.
on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flushed out right.
You thought, buddy.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Vick operating on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Is he going back to the line? I think he's going to pass here. Who is this receiver? Is this Randy Moss?
On third down, Vic.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
He can't stop him. He's going to stop him.
Hey, watch that. Check that.
Here's Steve Young. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't fight.
Young now from the 50.
Thank you, Jerry.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They go play action here on first down. Jerry Rice
Jerry.
over the right side. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 17 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember we broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get the catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Stop him from scoring. If I could score again before, like right now, heading into halftime.
That's fielded in the end zone.
What are you doing, dude?
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. And complete right side to Cook.
God dang.
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now here's Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
I always keep forgetting to put Khalil Mack in. Get out of my freaking base 3-4. Because 3-4, he's always on the field. Anytime I go outside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Vic.
Oh, right over my head. I went for the swat.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I just played that horribly.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
What?
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Thank you. Oh, I seen it coming.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I straight
nearly
baited
another
this
interception
man.
there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Oh.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Vic on the sneak, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Sneaking when I had both the A-gaps plugged.
This time they'll throw it with Vic, forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Yeah, we put up those containers for you, buddy. We put those containers up for you, buddy.
In there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of that. And he's going to go down again.
I knew the screen was coming. I didn't know when you were going to run. Everybody runs the screen.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Exactly what I wanted.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative.
I was.
Sounds like you think the 3 is just not that good.
People say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
It's running basic offense right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second and a yard, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
like you have everything perfect. It was all set up for you.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Look on the ground.
Hey, Alpha.
Oh, you're blitzing now.
Go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing so. This is caught.
Torrey Holt just straight shitted on him.
A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't,
attaboy, Torrey.
The feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
I left way more time than I was expecting.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Way more time left on the clock than I was expecting, but
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ooh, no. Put more favor there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Vick. He cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Vick to throw it. He's
Pick City, baby.
Into a double
Pick
team,
City.
and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Landry that time.
I'm not going to be stupid. Let's just take this in the half. I already got to leave.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
60 or. That's the way. Get ready.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
64, reach. Hey, echo. Be trip.
Now Young.
That's
Throw left side complete.
Good guy, Willie Brown.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 20.
Okay, I was not expecting Willie Brown to be that fast. Oh, it looks like he's out of here. What? Okay. Give me a marker. All right, starting off our season 1-0. What area would I want to upgrade if I could? Oh, hold up. Let's go ahead and make this change right now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make that change now. Here. You're welcome. What area should I look to upgrade? Corner, I'm going to look to finish that Darius Slay set. And after I finish that, I'll have the 86, I think it is. 86 or 87 Darius Slay. Maybe linebacker. Middle linebacker. Get someone else to put next to Shazier. Yeah. Get someone else to put next to Shazier. See what linebackers are there. Or what linebackers I could afford. In a little bit, you know, after I get my coins up. So. Yeah. Let's go to middle linebackers. If I look at 86 to 87 overalls. For sure I need speed here, and I don't think that this Kuechly has speed. No, he does not. Because sometimes I do like to use my middle linebackers. If you're too slow and can't keep up with some of these receivers or running backs, you ain't for me. Bobby Wagner? Oh, 79. What speed does Shazier have? Shazier has 81. 81 Quan Alexander? That'd be nice to have next to you. I mean, obviously, I can still power up Shazier, and he'll be nice. But to have Quan Alexander would be dope. I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition. Yeah, Quan Alexander. I mean, it'd be cool to have CJ Mosley too. Does this one have speed? Kiki is just not a very fast card. Ain't no way in hell I'm never gonna be able to get this dude. 98 power. That'd be something to even see my account with 100 or a million coins. Alright, let's get back. Oh, no. Before I get into another game, I want to change my jerseys. I'm rocking these jerseys for the longest. What jerseys do I have even? I think I'm going to wear Chicago Bears. And Tampa. No idea why my dog is barking right now. Harmony. Haven, what's your sister doing? Was she in the bathroom? Go close the bathroom door for me, please. What? Alright, I need to change the stadium too. I'm tired of playing in the Redskins Stadium. Which one is my home jersey? I don't freaking know. I think it's Tampa Bay. I don't like Tampa Bay Stadium. I don't have it either. We're playing Chicago. Last one. Go sit down.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
What? Didn't I just change my jerseys?
Gay now set to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
That's our own 26-yard line.
Cross cut. Single back bunch ace. Let's see how it does. Double A.
Follow these two. Follow these two.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. The first down gain of 26 yards. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
I was about to say, this man really just like armbarred me off of him.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Exactly.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Oh, I wanted to take that with Shazier, but I seen the dig
good
behind
enough
it.
for the first. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Harmon, sit down.
Check 43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
All of his routes were on the left side of the
Myles
field.
Garrett coming in to drop him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, and I did it again.
Protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Oh, I was about to say.
On 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
I think he does.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold.
Are you really out of here right now? Okay, 2-0. Like, you didn't even give me a chance to run offense, but all right, I'll take it. I've been running the same offense. Oh, shoot, I should have backed out and got my rewards for winning. It's crazy, man.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he got that man powered up.
Let's go. Let's do this. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Right.
He's not even going to feel it now.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on second and 3.
Go get it. Go get it. Damn it, man.
He lost the football, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble.
Again,
That could have been trouble.
it bit me in the ass.
Well, that was a big oops
right
right there.
He would have got
but how
that.
about
He's
his
so much
ability to
faster than
correct it?
straight, man.
Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Yes.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
What the hell are you doing?
4th down.
You're sitting here trying to make adjustments.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught.
No!
Inside the 25.
I swatted too.
Plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 22-yard touchdown.
Well, I hope this means that since he's got $1 million card on his offense,
first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Come on, man. See, you taking forever to get to the line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And
oh my
what
God,
speech he
Kittle.
gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Blitzing.
We
got Torrey.
It's Holt. The 20. 10. Touchdown.
We got Torrey. He blitzed us.
Big play there. 71
Pinch Bucko.
yards.
Everybody's favorite blitz.
On the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
Stop yelling.
Good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Harmony.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right.
Oh, I'm sitting here trying to sack the quarterback, and it switched me to my freaking defender.
Sometimes it's designed.
I'm trying to get switched to Khalil Mack, dog.
And move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengals.
That's so stupid, man. I had him locked up. I was trying to go get the damn sack with Khalil Mack.
Taking the lead.
Because he was in range, but he just didn't freaking dive for him.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in
And
this
then
first
switching me
quarter.
to
It's
someone
been
in
a wild
cover.
start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Let's just field it at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young now. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's second down.
Ready? 18, Gator. Watching you fire. Not here. Yep. Motion.
Throwing again. Young. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Young on third down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36.
That's screaming.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Young off the play fake.
Whoa.
Being chased out left. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Whoa,
Steps away
buddy.
to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, dude.
To throw again on second down. Young.
Oh, I
And
threw it
he's
right to
intercepted
Patrick
at the goal
Lewis.
line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, my
And he's
God.
got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Man. Wow.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick
happens
6,
when you
and
don't
they
take what they're giving
decent
you.
field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young working out of the gun. Man open, Rice.
when you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now they try the right side here. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No wonder he's not chucking.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From just shy of midfield, Young. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Got it. Ready. 10-2.
All right, Kittle, I need you up the seams, buddy, because it looks like cover 2.
From the red zone now, Young.
Come on, Kittle! Why are you hitting?
Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's crazy.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here on first down. And Cook has it, left side. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike. Attack. Hey, watch the screen.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He's got Randy Moss, too.
16 seconds now on the clock.
God.
Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, catch the ball, Garrett.
Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Please come on, let's go.
And 4.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
One touchdown that should have been
Coach,
hit.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Didn't try to act like he wanted the football. So I don't know.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Or the swing route on him. That guy would have dropped right back into that area where I was trying to hit him. Or why I ended up hitting him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Oh, I didn't take Kittle out. I wanted to put Jordan Reed in on this one.
Mike back 2. Mike back 2. No gain on this defense. No gain. Defense.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And
Oh my God, you're kidding me! You are kidding me!
While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches
There's
are
no
doing.
way!
Week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur
There
was
is
the only
no
winner.
way.
But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory.
Oh my
But Bruce
God.
Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
They run it again with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll roll him out right. And he
Oh
finds
my
his
God,
target.
the SWAT just does not work.
Take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
Still don't
And it's
understand
really
how
not a
that
surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the 44, Young.
Oh, shoot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
I'm not having any luck with throwing it.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
1st down, Young. Flush to his right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there.
Why are you running around yelling
a little
no?
extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Then again, I just don't want to try.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young buying time to his left. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's get this one in the end zone, guys. Let's get in the end zone.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. The play fake. Now Young. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Young. That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
Stop screaming.
Stepping up, he'll try and run, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike 52, let's get it.
To throw again on second down. Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Young to throw on fourth. This will be caught just inside the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Sorry, we'll take the offsides.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal.
Hey, box drop.
Looking to throw, Young.
Throw the damn ball, Young. Good Lord.
Sacked back at the 5-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Now Young under pressure again, and down he goes again. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here.
Are you serious?
And off he goes. 20.
You're not
he
serious
will get
right now,
into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Our home team, 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
What?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it
I don't
away.
want that. Take that back. You need to take it back in your room.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here
Oh
at the
my
end?
God.
And pressure coming,
Yeah, I
and
need
they
a
got
right
him
tackle.
once again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
That right now,
I had time to go
that's a
through
defeated team out
reads.
there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Steve Young being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Oh, this must be my bye week.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT.
Your ear hurts? Well, maybe you should stay out of so much stuff. Get out of the cabinet. Go to the bathroom. Then go to the bathroom. Houston, how much do you go for? 20,000. Can I use you on my team? Again, -1 speed, -2 acceleration, better tackling, -5 play rec, pursuit, man coverage. I like the zone, but nah. Back it right you. What are you going for? 20,000 something. 20,003. I think the next one up was 22, so I'm gonna go 21 and split. 21-3. Pat Tillman is who I'd like to get upgraded there, but still, I don't think I have another. I don't think I got another item yet to upgrade him. Nope, I didn't. He will be there eventually, though. Do I want 4,000 coins for you, or do I want your training points? 60 for training points. I'll take 4,000. Well, not 4,000. I'm gonna put them up to like 3. Did I upgrade my Portis? Oh yeah, I did. Good God. You're expensive, Clinton. You are expensive, my dude. Good job. Let's see that. 27. Do I dare go into weekend league? I'm gonna try it. I haven't been in weekend league in a while.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gay now set to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here. Hey, Haywood. Took the mark. Now.
On first and 10, Young. And incomplete to open things up. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. McCaffrey. Well, they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Bravo.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And going deep for Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is incomplete.
And he's out already? Swear. Okay. I like this. Jade. Get a pull-up now. You wanna watch PJ Masks? All right, unplug my laptop and bring it here. soul. Here.
Don't say no pickup. Don't say pickup. Second.
I don't understand why people quit after just their first series, especially if they're on offense or if they're on defense and they give up a score. If they're on offense and they don't score, why do you just go ahead and quit? Like, anything could happen. You can get a pick six when you go on a defense, or you force them to go.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Where's my color at? There it is.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 61. Matchbox lights.
Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
Big play.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Split. Let's go.
On the ready. That's it. I'm here all day. Mike's 50, Mike.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown.
You got to play hard too.
A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
My question is, can it stop it?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, Vick.
He caught that.
That's Holt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And it's caught. Touchdown.
What are you doing?
Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And his guys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Harmony, stop.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young steps away to his left, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Young to throw it. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
First down, a running play ends up going backwards.
Nobody
wants
to block
close to the line of scrimmage.
Nobody.
He's going to lose 4 yards.
Okay.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing, Vic. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jackson, and he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 9, Vic. To the goal line.
Can I have anybody on my team please notice that the ball is popped up in the air and go and try to grab it? Please. Literally, anybody.
He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now here's Vic. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Honestly, just needed anybody
now
to
on
act
4th
like they
down,
seen
we've
the
got
ball
a
popped
whistle
up in
here
the air.
and a timeout.
Pick a
They'll
hand
have
out
2
and,
remaining as we step
grab
aside
it or
here in
whatever.
this 2nd quarter.
Have some kind of awareness.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Vic.
Thank you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/Huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
I know he ain't got it.
Young off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
I've never seen a zone carry so long.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Holy
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
1st and 10, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, my God, dog.
Another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Like his bullet passes hang so damn much. Like, fire that thing in there,
He's
man.
He's going to pop it into the air.
Maybe I need a new quarterback.
Drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start here with Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches half. Through
what are y'all doing? Why are you keep...
there he goes. Touchdown. A great play there.
What are you doing?
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it
Harmon,
away.
leave it alone.
This is fielded at the goal line. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he will have a touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch.
Harmon, leave it alone.
11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw again on second down, Vick. And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 48 yards. To throw, Vick. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it with Bo, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Whatever, man, whatever.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum.
Are you serious? Pretty sure just want to give him the win though. Really, you can. Anyway. Oh, they gave me the win. They gave me the win. I'll take it.
Sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Gay now set to kick it off. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check up. 1, 2, 3. Mike.
Right here, right here.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The former Giant great, Michael Strahan, just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing is Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Luck. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Again, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapons. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
18 gainer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Alpha.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D.
Hey, check that.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
152 fighter. 55. Hey, Echo.
You're right.
Let's go.
Third and long for Young.
I'm going back to you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a first-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick be? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high number 1 pick because the Steelers have been struggling this season, lit up by Tom Brady, Russell Wilson in successive weeks to start the year. We could have a Steelers team that could turn into a top 10 pick for the Miami Dolphins.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go, Heavy.
Yep.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. Wide open receiver complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Young looks to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Good plays, good plays, good
From
plays.
17 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Now I got to figure this guy out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now it's locked. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 40 now on second down.
Come on, dog.
This is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 16 yards of first down. On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air. Locke on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
I wonder if I could change one of those to like a middle in the cover 2.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey. Ready?
From the 36, Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Look at me, zipper.
Joey Bosa said I'm that dude.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Visitors 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
I'm coming after you. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Young. Flushed out right. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Come on,
so now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 55
to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Young.
Bro,
to the end zone, but it's
he was open,
incomplete.
Steve.
Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He gave us
Those
the
throw
look we were
windows get a
looking
lot
for.
tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Hey, high 7. Go.
You got nothing.
Here's Young, throwing again. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
You're right.
Down. 10 Lobo.
55. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
55. Mike 55. Man, I got you. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. You.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
How are we going to stop this offensive force? I feel like I need to man up Torrey Holt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 16 yards, a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Out of the gun, Luck. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Let me change the way my corners match up. Maybe that might be it. Or part of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Michael Strahan, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Going for it all. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
If he would have held on to that, I'd have been so pissed.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
6-6, bullet hard.
Now Young to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Hey, Delta. Hey, check right. Watching your five. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
This is difficult.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're going.
To throw is Young. Throwing on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Young. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, my
this
God.
is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, it's Love. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now the 2nd down throw on target.
This game is terrible, man. It's not giving me any animations. I'm right there for these picks. It's not even letting me put my hands up.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with
I'm
that
right there.
has been confidence. Because
I'm
even if
right
they have the right
there.
coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been
I
a
don't know
real
why
issue
it's
for
not
them
true.
during this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On second down, it's McCoy. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it makes no sense to me.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Stop yelling.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
It's crazy that even McCoy now on the edge. He's not even fast enough to set the edge before McCoy gets out there. Stop touching it. Leave it alone.
Steven Gostkowski set the kickoff.
Leave it alone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Go.
Young now. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. offense on third down tonight? 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. One last shot for Young. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So a victory here for the Minnows.